Shalom. First and foremost, as always, want to give all the praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High and His only begotten Son. Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Quadash. Double honors to the apostles, others of Great Millstone, who root and teach well, while Barakatham, unto the hopeful elect. All right, I say through the Spirit, I want to go into a quick video entitled, You Got to Pay a Price to Be the Man Here. To be the man in this world, you got to pay the price. You see? Now, on this video right here, it's just showing from the past, this little Super Bowl performance, which you have this kind of going all over the internet. People kind of making fun of Swizz Beatz and, basically the scene of Usher touching all upon another man's woman. You see, when you're a part of this industry, when you're one of the, you want to have a spot in this world, you have to go with these different things of this sort. You have no power to not allow another man to be touching all over your woman or touching all over you. These are things you have to deal with when you get into that area of that level of power. You see? All these celebrities that are Israelites, that are Jakes, in order to get there, they had to sacrifice. You see? And this is one of the things, like, what man wants another man all up on his woman like that? I ain't gonna click the video. You can watch for yourself. You just type Usher Alicia Keys, but she has a husband. Her husband is Swizz Beatz. You see? I don't know man want nobody hugging all up on their woman like that. You see, when you were part of this, when you get into that level of power, that's what you got to sacrifice. I got this right here. Let's get into the scriptures. No man wants somebody touching on his woman like that, but when you in this society, right, that's what you got to deal with. Okay? You gotta do evil in this society. Matter of fact, let's go here, man, real quick. Let's go to Proverbs 29. Where's Proverbs? Where's Psalms? Oh, it's down here on the bottom. It's Proverbs 29:16 NLT. When the wicked are in authority, sin flourishes, but the godly will live to see their downfall. So if you want to be the man in this society, then you have to do evil. That's what flourishes. That's what's exalted in this society, is by doing evil. You see? Let's go here. Let's go to Mark chapter 8 and let's get verse 35. All right, it reads, Mark chapter 8 and verse 35, For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. But whosoever shall lose his life for my name's sake and the gospel's sake, the same shall save it. You see? Now, how do you save your life? You're not willing to sacrifice for the Lord. You're sacrificing to have a spot in Esau's world. You see? Your treasure is set for this current world we're in right now. So that's where you're willing to devote all your time or bank on. You see? And that's what a majority of people do. They'll do anything to stay being the man on the side. You see? Sacrificing family. You see, sacrificing itself. You have to devote all your time to your time and your energy. And they also even perform evil acts to be the man in this society. You can do all types of research on it. Cat Williams is speaking about it. In order to be the man in this society, you got to sacrifice. You may have to promote different things. You see? Let's continue on, verse 36. What shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? That's why they call it selling out. People sell their soul because a lot of those different celebrities, they're sacrificing the idols, doing all types of idolatrous acts. They'll be putting up, get in a Baphomet position, put the Baphomet symbols up to show that they're tapped in. And a lot of them, they're even doing all type of praying to different ancient spirits and demons to be inspired, like basically getting power on the left hand side to be able to perform and sing and do the things as good as they do it. Because just like there's power on the right hand side, which is through Yahweh Bashem Washah, there's powers on the left hand side. And that's what a lot of our people are into. You see in the powers on the left hand side getting the ability to be able to do all the crazy things in their performances. But to be the man on this side, you got to be into all those things. This is verse 37. It says, "Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?" You know, being able to sacrifice like you just seen right there. A man, because when a man gets a wife, he get it the possession. That's supposed to be your woman. She has your last name. Another man shouldn't be touching all up on your woman like that. But when you're a part of the industry, you gotta be okay with stuff like that. You gotta be okay with the Mo thing. You see, you gotta be okay with all these different. You gotta basically be acceptant of all these different religions, different gods being pushed out. You can't speak out against nothing when you want to be in that level of life. You see, so it's a sacrifice. Either you're gonna sacrifice for the Lord, or you're gonna sacrifice for this devil, which is Esau Edom. Because the scriptures speak on there being the man that's called the wicked. And that's when we see who the earth is given into the hand into, the wicked. Which is the red man. He's not white. It's the red man. You see? That's who the wicked is, man. That's who Esau is. Now let's get this right here. Serve to masters. This is quoted many times. Yep, this is Matthew chapter 6 and verse 24. "No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other." So you can't have two lords. Only one person is going to be lord over you. And a lot of these celebrities, the so-called white man, Esau is the lord over them, these so-called small hats, Amalek. Because in order to be the man in this society, you got to be down with what Amalek is pushing, man. And you got to help forward and push their agenda. So look, what agenda are they pushing? You know, first of all, look at the outfits they had on. It's all demonic looking, and then he had on some Mo looking shit, Usher. You see, but it's starting to like feminizing men is part of the thing they're pushing, and also women being, you know, that women empowerment shit to where a woman can do it. Like, I got a husband, I'm still gonna be able to be touched on by another, you know, man that's in the status of Usher. You see, all this stuff is being pushed on the mind of these people. Witchcraft, right? It says, "Or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve Yahweh Bashem Washar, or serve the Most High and Mammon, which is the god of riches." You can't serve two gods. You see? Let me get that word serve real quick. It says doyo, Strong's G 1397. Now this is the main point right here. It says, definition 1, to slave, to do service, right? So you doing service for this world to push forward this NWO, the New World Order. You're pushing forward their agenda. That's why you have celebrities that are turning their kids into, you know, allowing them to be into that Mo movement, because they're pushing forward that NWO, the agenda, right? It said, and also they're making music that are based upon different things. Like it might be music about murdering other Israelites, and the Israelites are the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indians. So it might be songs about murdering other Israelites, songs about doing drugs, songs about basically all types of things that are evil, that sins and evil. Adultery songs. They push forward adultery right there on the Super Bowl thing. Her, like, she getting all rubbed up on and hugged on by another man in front of, like, you know, in front of everybody. Verse 2, to obey, to submit to. You see, submitting, right? So you have to submit to either Yahweh Bashem Yahushua or submit to Esau Edom. And that's what these celebrities have already done when they're, because they that blood is likened to a sacrifice. That's how a covenant is made, with blood. So they'll shed the blood of one of their family members, you know, different things, different ways they sacrifice. And that's how they move up in this society. You can't move up in this society without no sacrifice. Or you put a dress on to humiliate yourself. Or like basically what just happened in the Super Bowl thing, that was humiliating. Another man rubbing all on your woman and stuff in front of you. That's humiliating. And that's what you have to deal with when you're in that level of society. When you're that tapped in, you got to deal with stuff like that. When you get into that industry. And you know that man don't want nobody. No man want no man want nobody touching all on their woman. As much as he can, he's gonna speak out and say it's no problem with that. But no, you don't want no man touching on your woman. Come on now. But he's in this society, so he has to deal with stuff like that. You see, and it says serve means to submit to. Well, let's get this right here, because everybody's being forced to submit to this beast, which the beast is likened unto NATO and the EU, which is the revised Romanian Empire. Because back then it was a Roman Empire and the vassal states under, like, that was ultimately they were basically helping hold that Roman Empire up, the vassal states. But now it's NATO and the EU, the European Union. That's likened to the beast now. You see, which is ruled by Esau, and then ultimately the top duke of Esau is the small hats. And they're basically orchestrating everything. You see? But I want to get this right here. Because this happens to anybody that doesn't want to worship the image of the beast. This is Revelation 13 and verse 15. And he had power to give life to the image of the beast. So this image goes into like a likeness. You see? Like likeness is how you want something to be done. A system, a likeness, or a standard. It says that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So you will be cast out of society. You won't be famous. You won't be able to be the man if you don't worship the image of the beast. So that means if you speak out against the Mo thing, if you're exposing things that they're doing in the industry, they'll make you not famous no more. They'll take away your power. They'll take away your money. And ultimately, this is mainly really going to happen when they bring out the charagma, the micro C-hip. Those who don't take the micro C-hip, you're gonna be ultimately, it's gonna be people being put to death, and also you're not gonna be able to be in this society to make purchases or do anything. You see, but these celebrities are already dialed in. That's why they're pushing forward the Mo agenda, men wearing dresses and female clothing. They're helping push forward that agenda, that likeness of this system. You know, the democracy, the different ways they're pushing, that all goes into the image of the beast. All these different idols. You see these so-called holy days. All this shit goes back into the image of the beast. It's the likeness. You see, the likeness of this revised Romanian Empire. Just like the Lord has his image. The likeness of the Lord. How the Lord, his system. You see? It's ultimately like a manifestation of someone's desires. That's what a likeness is, like a manifestation of your desires. So the image of the beast is like a manifestation of Esau's NWO. You see? And these celebrities are already up there, they're already dialed in. And that's just what you have to deal with when you into that type of industry. You got to deal with stuff like this. And you can't do nothing about it. What is he going to do about it? They wanted the elites, the top banking families wanted this to happen. You see? A man all got his arm around a woman's waist. He all up on her neck. You see? He can't do nothing about that shit. Because that's what you got to deal with when you're in that industry. I'm going to get one more. All right. This is Ecclesiastes, known as Sirach, chapter 20 and verse 29. Presents and gifts blind the eyes of the wise and stop up his mouth that he cannot reprove. You see, so you have a lot of churches and a lot of Israelite groups that took the 501c3, and that means that they can't go into certain topics. They can't teach the way they can really teach. They gotta wing the doctrine. But not even just that. With these celebrities have a spot in this world, and they're dialed into this world. So guess what? They can't stand up for what they want. They can't, he can't stand up for the fact that he didn't want his woman to be getting all touched on by another man. Usher didn't just do, man, that was orchestrated. Usher didn't just do that randomly. Nah. That was orchestrated. They practice how they're gonna perform. before they do those shows. They have little time because like they Esau does, Esau has them guys going in. They demonstrate and they have practice times, routines. So that was routine. And Swiss Beats couldn't do nothing about that. And there's been many other evils that we don't even know about that him and they had to do to be in the spot they're in now. So you can't do nothing about it because he has that money. He's in allegiance with Esau. You see, and that's what happens when you you make that covenant with Esau. You see, but that's the type of stuff you got to deal with being in the industry. Things like this, man. A man got to let his wife got to be rubbed on by another man. He got his hand all around her waist. Her damn behind is right by his Johnson, his ride and stuff. You see, I'm a man want nobody all up on his woman like that. You would think that was his woman if somebody was from another country and they seen that, they would think that was his woman. But that's what you got to deal with when you're a part of the industry, man. But anyways, that's the point. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'd like to end it off by saying, Call Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, double honor city, apostles, elders, great millstone, Ruchi's will, Kamesh, Shalom.